Nano learning is the education of the future. Consider how empowering corporate training can be. What if you could get bits and pieces of knowledge in an exciting and engaging way instead of viewing hours of boring videos? Short sound bites on Snapchat, TikTok, and YouTube are already teaching Generation Z more than textbook and outdated training modules. Learning will be different from the first generation to grow up with the smartphones than it was the previous generation. Learners get knowledge they need in a way that keep their attention with quick and enjoyable material. Can a few seconds, minutes, or phrases, on the other hand, truly teach us anything? Absolutely. Nano learning is an emerging learning method for delivering condensed material in an entertaining fashion. It uses platforms like TikTok, Twitter, and text messaging to provide a few sound bites or words of useful, relevant materials. According to the 2017 survey, 90% of the employees prefer micro learning over 72%, who prefer videos, and employee preference improve as the material duration decreases. It is convincible to apply nano learning to corporate training, and it is being done. But we must rethink how we can handle content, credentials, and evaluations in order to do so. Number 1. How will content change? Nano learning has only a fraction of a second to capture learners' attention, captivate them, and successfully deliver knowledge. It should pick learners' interest and make them want to study more. The best TikTok content starts over a joke or a stunning truth, while the best tweets entice readers with a quick tidbit of information. Through their content limitations, these platforms empower both creators and learners, forcing them to get the punch line quickly. Tweets are limited to 240 characters while TikToks are limited to 1 minute. Similarly, in order to break out from the world of long-winded training courses and films, corporate trainers must get the point swiftly or risk becoming obsolete. Despite their short durations, these content blasts will be particularly frictionless. Learners will open, view, and share and learning information by scrolling up, down, and clicking on a notice. As a result, training materials will be more widely distributed and accessible than they have ever been. There will be fewer hurdles for the trainer if there are fewer impediments for the learners. It will be easier to develop and provide information since it's easier to read and consume. And themes will be more relevant and versatile than ever before. Who can we trust to teach us in an age where anybody may create and distribute content? Number 2. Changes in credentialing and expertise. Experts and content in a higher education must go through a lengthy clearance procedures. Paper must be peer reviewed and published, and the subject matter experts SMEs must have advanced degrees and track record of research and publishing. These safeguards ensure that students are receiving instruction from the trained professionals who are imparting correct and the timely knowledge. This strategy is appropriate for students who specialize in a certain field. But what about learning to be a journalist? We won't we don't generally seek for those high requirements when seeking for an overview of a subject on an introduction to a topic, and particularly in a corporate settings, the majority of the training we offer is generic. From software engineering in a public speaking to a leadership, millions of individuals are specialists in some of the most demand talents. The legitimacy and skill of a teacher in a nano learning methods will come from an MS following rather than a recognized school or college degree. These experts will have in depth subject knowledge as well as great course design and communication skills. The finest corporate trainers will be judged in their ability to inspire engagements and behavior changes rather than their degrees. Number 3. How will learning assessment change? How can we be certain individuals are learning? Let's imagine you are starting a new job as a manager and want to improve your leadership skills. Start looking on online courses in business ethics, negotiations, and effective communication. You are probably fatigued or suffering from screen fatigue as a result on this recent transition or remote work. You get little bit of knowledge regarding ethical challenges and cases in between your video chats, dial-in meetings, and daily walks. These short bits of material allow to you step away from your work from home routine and think about how you have behaved in that situation. You will also be offered 3 minutes medication to help you relax and center yourself because your next Zoom meeting. Then you get the day's nano learning lesson on how to be a better negotiator at a lunchtime. You will be paired up with a coworker to work activities together, and you will both be responsible for the providing feedback. You acquire pieces of information and business does and don'ts by the end of the day, and you take a brief quiz and apply for your new knowledge to a short case by the end of the week. As you can see, without utilizing a textbook or talking an exam, we can assist students develop skills and habit. Instead, we may use peer ratings, brief case studies to access retain information and mental well-being questionnaires to access success. Number 4, the future of learning. We must rethink how we are prepared for the future of education. Students will continue to use institutions to form networks, gain topics knowledge, and learn more about themselves. On the other hand, general knowledge will lend itself to nano learning, making education more accessible and affordable. Teachers will continue to play an important part of our society, but in a new way. Teachers will become expert curators as the amount of material available online grows. They'll learn quickly, be adaptable, and provide their pupils with the most up to date information. While nano learning will need expertise, it will also necessitate playbooks for efficient teaching. Creators who can assist instructors in structuring their nano learning curriculum will succeed. Creators who can assist instructors in structuring their nano learning curriculum will succeed. Learning method will come